Original post December 25, 2022. I 27 female, have been with my boyfriend 33 male, for almost 2 years now. We will be getting married eventually, but it's not a priority. My mom won't let us share a bed if we come to see them for any reason. When we came over this last summer, my boyfriend suggested renting a hotel so we could have privacy and a comfortable bed. It drove my mom nuts that we bypassed her little rules. She wouldn't drop it the entire time we were there. She made me promise not to do that again. My boyfriend's mom and dad are retired to Mexico, and they are really chill. So, we made plans to come visit them over Christmas. They are not Christian, so they don't really care when they see their son with regards to religious holidays. We didn't tell my parents we weren't coming. My mom asked me at Thanksgiving if I was going to hold to my promise not to stay at a hotel over Christmas. I answered truthfully that I would not stay at a hotel. I am sitting here on the balcony of my future in-laws' condo looking at the Caribbean, waiting for sunrise and enjoying the peace and quiet. I made the mistake of going online yesterday and I saw a bunch of posts from my mom and my sisters about how I was a jerk for lying to them about my plans. I may have been a little tipsy last night because I decided to respond. I said that it was ridiculous of them to try and tell me I couldn't share a room with my boyfriend, that I was keeping my promise by not staying at a hotel when we were there, and that if they planned on putting everything on Facebook, I would be avoiding all visits for the foreseeable future. They took down their posts when people started crapping on them for trying to control me. But some people did agree with them. Now they are texting me and calling to say I was an asshole for making them look bad. I asked them if they were trying to make me look good with their posts. They stopped for a while, but there were more texts and voicemail this morning. I'm kind of liking the idea of skipping out on the drama from now on. But I miss my dad and he is blameless in this. Relevant comments. Comment 1. Is there a reason you didn't just tell them up front that you would be spending Christmas with your boyfriend's family? They're assholes for trying to control you like that, but I don't really see what you gained by misleading them about your plans. OP, to avoid weeks of my mom trying to manipulate me into going home. Comment 2. Why do you think your dad is blameless while your mom ruins holiday events with her controlling behavior? Does he try to rein her in at all? If he's just letting her do this without coming to your defense, he's still making a choice by doing or saying nothing. OP, he was okay with me sharing a room, and a hotel. He also wished me a Merry Christmas and told me to have a great time. He has to live with her and I'm not going to make them fight. Update, March 14, 2024, 15 months after original post. I posted here about a year ago because my mom and sisters thought I was an asshole because I went to Mexico with my boyfriend instead of appeasing her and making him sleep on the couch. My little sister thought I was wrong for not being able to spend nights away from him. Well, we still are not married and my mom won't change her rules. We are visiting them though. And she accepts that we stay at a hotel. My sister Anna was one of the howler monkeys bugging me because I lied about not staying at a hotel last Christmas. She and her boyfriend got more serious since then and they got engaged on Valentine's Day. Last weekend was my dad's 60th birthday and we all came home. As per usual, I rented a hotel. My mom told Anna that since my old room was available her fiancé could stay there. My sister tried arguing but my mom said there was no way that they were sharing a room. Anna tried to get me on her side since I no longer follow any dumb rules. I laughed at her and reminded her that she called me names for choosing to spend Christmas with my boyfriend's family instead of putting up with our mom. She started getting mad and saying it was different because she was engaged, and I am not. Our baby sister spoke up and said she already told mom that she was going to follow my example if she ever gets serious with a guy. I'm pretty sure my mom thinks I'm the devil. Anyway, Anna is pissed that I laughed at her for trying to get away with something she scolded me about just a year ago. I just thought it was funny she thought the rules didn't apply to her. Yes, she is my mom's favorite. It didn't help. Story 2. Am I the asshole for calling my boyfriend disgusting for knowing so much about his sister's periods? Original post, February 29, 2024. Might be a bit confusing but please bear with me. Me and my boyfriend have been together for a year. My boyfriend has been taking care of his siblings 16 female, 12 female, and 11 male since his oldest sister was born. When he was 18, he moved out of his parents' house and took them with him. He currently has custody over all his siblings. He is a really hard worker, and I haven't seen him, or his siblings struggle at all. They have all they need and as far as I know, have never gone to bed hungry because of him. One of the reasons I fell in love with him is because of his caring nature, especially for his siblings. Not going to explain the whole dynamics as I know it, but when I say taking care, I mean he took care of them from buying food, to helping with homework. He did it all. He was basically mom and dad for them, and he still finished school in the process. His youngest brother even calls him dad. His parents are the definition of deadbeats. The current situation with them is that they don't even know if their parents are alive, and they have no other family. These four are all that is left of the whole family. I slept over at his house last night. This morning around 6 a.m. his sister, 12 female, came into the kitchen crying hysterically. She woke up with blood in her pants and freaked out. She started with her period. My boyfriend got her to calm down and explained that she was alright, and everything will be okay. He then gave her a brief explanation of what was happening and that her body was changing. He asked her to go and take a shower to get cleaned up and told her where to find the pads his other sister, 16 female, is using and to use them as the oldest sister showed her. When she left to go and take a shower, he said, "Crap, I thought we would have another year left." I asked what he meant, and he said his sister, 16 female, started her period when she was 13 and he knows not all females and bodies are the same, but he thought it would be around the same time. So, he was a bit unprepared for the discussion. I was shocked by that comment and the fact that he knew his sister used pads. Why does he know when she started her period in the first place? Why does he know what she uses? I wanted to ask him why he knew this but kept the question to myself. When his sister returned from her shower, he asked if everything was alright or is she having any discomfort. I started to get disgusted when he asked that question. He told her she doesn't have to go to school today and he will take her for some shopping. After breakfast, he sat her down in the living room and explained everything in detail to her, regarding what was going on, what will happen, all of it. He said he helped the older sister with her first time and will help her as well. He finished by saying that her sister will be able to help her more with the type of products to use and how they work. I was surprised, shocked, and disgusted about all the things he told her. He was correct in everything that he told her, but no brother should know that much about what is happening to his sister's bodies. Unfortunately, his oldest sister wasn't at home to help. She had a sleepover at a friend's due to a project for school. So, he took charge of explaining everything. He must have seen the disgust in my face and asked me what is wrong, and it just slipped out. I told him, "You are a disgusting pig." The words just kept coming out of my mouth. I couldn't stop talking. I told him exactly what I thought about the situation and that it's disgusting that he knows that much, especially about his own sisters, and is now trying to coach the younger sister on what to do. He just asked me to leave. He didn't argue, yell, nothing, just said leave my house. I know I went about it in the wrong way, but my stance is the same. No brother should know that much about his own sister's bodily function. Am I the asshole? Edit. If you don't believe me, that is fine, but don't comment. I was there, I said what I said. Don't know what I can say other than what I know to prove this is real. I just want to know if I'm the asshole, if my stance is correct, and if I should apologize for everything I said. Seeing some of the comments, I think you guys are not understanding my point. I don't want to sound mean, but he could have just called his sister to explain everything to her, or better asked me to explain it to her. It would have been a lot better if it came from another girl. Yes, he explained everything correctly and even told her about the different products to use, but said the other sister will explain those better as she has experience in what actually works. Why didn't he ask me to explain anything to her? I would have done it gladly. There are certain things that should stay private and especially a brother should not know. Relevant comments. Comment 1. I would absolutely dump you for the mere suggestion that he is being sexually inappropriate with his younger siblings. And in case you missed it, that is exactly what you have done. OP. I didn't sexualize anything, it's just disgusting that he is trying to couch his sister through something so personal. He could have called his other sister for help or better asked me to explain, but he didn't, he did it himself. Comment 2, you are the giant asshole here. Don't worry though, your ex will find someone better. OP, we haven't broken up, but do you believe he will break up with me over this? I am allowed to have my own opinions, am I not? Update 1. First and last. To everyone saying he would leave me, you were right, he dumped me. I went to his house to apologize to him and his little sister. The 16-year-old was there as well. She slapped me and shouted at me, calling me vile names. She shouted at me for trying to break the family apart and trying to say her father is a pedophile. My now ex got her to stop and sent her to her room along with the other siblings. I wanted to apologize, but before I could even start, he told me to keep my mouth shut and listen. He forgave me before I even asked for forgiveness, but said what he can't forgive is the fact that I basically turned his little sister against him and making her doubt his intentions. It took him almost the full day to get her to talk to him, and she only talked to him after the 16-year-old assured her that he did nothing wrong and only wanted to help her like he helped her. His exact words were, "You turned one of my children against me, that is something I can't and will not forgive. You are dead to me, now get the fuck out of my house." He said it with so much anger in his voice, and I could see in his eyes that he absolutely hated me in that moment. I was actually scared for myself in that moment. I have talked to some of my friends about this and you all might be glad to hear, but I'm losing friends as well. Even my own sister is now refusing to talk to me. Yes, in our house my father had nothing to do with our periods and my mom handled everything. What should I have done? I thought he did something wrong. I can see I'm in the wrong, but still, why am I being punished for this? His words really hurt me. That is not fair. I didn't even get a chance to explain myself or anything after he was done talking. He again just kicked me out of his house. I am blocked everywhere and can't get a hold of him. I even tried his sister's phone, but I'm also blocked there. Edit. Please stop asking me for his contact number and his name in the comments and PM. I'm not giving that to anyone. Why would I do that and have one of you try and steal him from me? I screwed up, I know, but I will fix it and get him back. I really do love him, and I know he still loves me. This was just a speed bump. Just wait and see, we will be together again. Relevant comments. Comment 1, since you all aren't together anymore, can I get those digits? OP, no way in hell am I giving you or all the rest his number or his name even. Even if nobody wants to help me solve this and everyone says we are over. I made a mistake, I know that now, and I will give it my all to get him back. Comment 2, leave him alone. There's nothing to solve. You fucked up, the end. You insulted him, and you did it in front of his sister. You damaged their relationship with your backwards, disgusting opinion. Leave them alone. OP, I know that, no need to remind me. I love him and I know he still loves me too, just watch, I will get him back and all of you will be sucking it. Story 3, am I the asshole for still not forgiving my fiancé? Original post, March 6, 2024. So, I 28 female, and my fiancé, 32 male, have been together for 4 years. So, for some context, he has one child who he had at 16, she lives with my fiancé. After he had her, at 20 he got a vasectomy as he didn't want any more kids. I never really wanted kids, my mindset was if I have one I have one, if I don't I don't. So, I got pregnant, I told him, and he was pissed as he said I cheated on him. He threw me out that same day. I was so sad, and lonely. I was able to stay with my mother as she believed me. I lost a lot of my friends and got a bad reputation at work, so now I work from home. My mom was able to talk him into doing a DNA test at 18 weeks, he was the father. He was begging me to take him back and go live with him again and let him make it up to me. He has been doing very well in that he set up a whole nursery, and goes to every doctor's appointment, everything. I really want to forgive him. I really do, as he seems like he will make a good father, and his daughter is so excited for her little sister, and she just wants to plan. All I do is just remember how when I had my morning sickness my mother took care of me, not him. How when I needed to go to the hospital my mother took me, not him, and he didn't even come to see me. I don't know, I've been breaking down so much because of this. I just don't know if I should forgive him and try to put it past us. My best friend said I should just let the past be the past and focus on the baby. While my mother thinks we should just break up, if I can't forgive him. So, am I the asshole for not forgiving him? Relevant comments. Comment 1, this doesn't sound real because if he had a vasectomy, it would be impossible for him to be a dad. OP, I've been trying to figure this out as well, but I'm not a medical professional. I have heard if you don't get it checked up on then the place they cut can grow back, is that right? Comment 2, he crapped on you before he had any answers. Immediately assumed you were a cheater. No going back from that. OP, you know how you understand why someone did it, but it still hurts? Comment 3, how did this impact your professional reputation? OP, one of my friends he told worked at my workplace and she told a lot of people there. Comment 4, what is he doing to fix that, to tell people he was wrong? What is the friend going to do? I hope she is no longer a friend. OP, I mean he told people, I have no clue if they believed him, I'm just going to assume they did. I don't know, and she isn't. Comment 5, what he has done to make amends, do you think you will ever feel safe being vulnerable with him? OP, he did contact my friends and tell them and his family. As far as work, I don't even want to go back there right now as I feel they would look at me as the person who convinced their fiancé to stay with them. I have no clue as of right now. Comment 6, what reaction would you have wanted from him, especially since he thought the vasectomy made it impossible? OP, if he had asked me for a DNA test I wouldn't have been mad, as he just wanted to be sure. I wouldn't be mad if someone I had been with who didn't have a vasectomy wanted a DNA test, it just gives you peace of mind. Comment 7, how did he treat you in the moment? OP, after I left his house, and when I got to my mom's house, he blocked me. He was hostile mainly, he didn't want to talk to me or hear me out as quote, Cheaters don't deserve a chance to explain, that's what he would tell me. He has never threatened me abusively or put his hands on me. If you're asking, how long did it take for me to leave or kick me out? It took me less than 30 minutes to leave, as he was yelling and didn't want to let me talk and kept telling me to get out of his house. Comment 8. Was it his house or do you co-own it? OP, he has a rental house, so his lease will be up this year, and we had planned to buy a house together. I still pay bills in there, though, and give him half of the rent. Comment 9. Tell him the wedding is off for now. Did he sleep with anyone while you were split up? OP, well, the wedding is already off and he cancelled most of the stuff after we split, and I have cancelled the stuff I was paying for as well. I have no clue if he did, and he probably wouldn't tell me if I asked. Update, March 17, 2024, 11 days later. So, hello all, I'm sorry I didn't update sooner, I'm tired and dealing with some things. So, I forgot to update. So, I'm going to address some of the main questions. So one of them was how did he tell your friends, and that was because he had their information due to us planning a wedding, and some of them were mutual. The second question I got which someone did text me about, was what did my stepdaughter say? For her, it was confusing as she had her dad telling her I cheated, so mainly believed him as that's her dad. Some of you asked how many weeks I was, and I'm 27 weeks, with a baby girl. Also, a lot of people ask, do I live with him? And it's a no, I live with my mother. But I had stayed at his house some nights. So the update, I had a talk with him, and to summarize it I told him, that I do understand, why he was upset, and to a certain extent kicked me out, but I told him what hurt, was that he didn't even give me a chance to explain, and we're certain I cheated on you, then you told people without solid proof that I did cheat. We agreed that for now, we will not be together, and maybe later in life, but that we could date or see whoever we wanted. I also gave him back his ring. We did agree to keep this out of court for now, as I don't want or need his money. I talked to his daughter and told her she could see her sibling when she wanted as well, as long as she at least texted me the day before or early the day of. So that's about it. If there are any more questions, I will try to answer them in the comments. I understand him thinking OP cheated, but telling her family and friends about it with no proof is way overreacting. Anyway, I think moving on is the right choice for OP. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.